Perfect. Sweet. So let's get going. So as always, I won't pop any music on, but if you did want to play your own music in the background, then by all means play whatever tunes you like to play. So we're going to do a nice 30-minute twisty side body flow. So hopefully you'll feel like you've had a good stretch after it. And we're going to start off lying down on our back. So when you're ready, fall down to the floor, have the knees hip distance apart, open the arms out nice and wide. Straight away, you're going to cross the right leg over the left and then let the knees fall over to the left side. So coming into a reclined twist. Keeping the right shoulder down onto the floor. Allowing the knees to drop over to the left. So we're going to take this pose at the start and at the beginning of our yoga class today, just to compare between the beginning and the end. So see if you can keep the shoulders nice and square to the ceiling. Allow those knees to fall really heavy over to the left. Like I mentioned, lots of twists, lots of side body in today's stretch class. See if every exhale you can take here allows the body to relax a little more in the pose. Quite often we don't even realize how much we're tensing in our body. It's as if we're scared to just let it fall, let it relax, and then ease into the pose. Bringing the legs back through center, straight away go over to the opposite side. Left leg crosses over the right, and then allow the knees to drop down. So notice already if this side feels a little tighter or maybe a little looser than the other side. Notice how high the left shoulder wants to lift up off the mat. See if you can actively push it down back to the floor. So in this pose here, we're using the weight of our legs, our knees, to add a little bit of intensity to the twist. And I know I always say this, but if you ever want to close the eyes, our stretch sessions can be nice and chilled. So if it does feel natural to you, by all means, close the eyes, but try not to fall asleep. Holding it here. Just taking about 3 more breaths. Every exhale, you get a little heavier. And then release, bringing the knees back through center. Squeeze the knees towards the belly and rock up and down on your floor, wherever you are, just a few times to massage the spine. So tapping into our side body, extend the left leg in a seated position and bend into the right. So the sole of the right foot comes inside the thigh. You're going to place the right elbow down onto the right leg and place the head in that hand. Sorry, did I say right? I meant left. Left elbow down, head into the left hand. And then that right hand is just going to relax on top of the right thigh. And then take your gaze down towards the left leg. So you should feel a really subtle pull all the way along the right side body. If you want to take it a little further, then just take that left elbow further away from the body. So you're reaching further down that leg. If you want to take it even further, then drop the left elbow inside the leg. So it drops down to the floor. Keeping the gaze down onto the floor so that you're not cranking the neck or anything like that. So the head is fully supported. And it should feel really, really subtle on that right side. Other hand, Alice, if you can. So left hand, extended left leg. Yeah. So you want to feel like someone's pulling the right side of the body, just ever so slightly. And then gaze down towards the floor. So let the head be heavy in that hand. Again, maybe you want to close the eyes. So I know we always do lots of hips, hamstrings, kind of glute IT band, but the upper body is still just as important. So hopefully after this nice stretchy, twisty side body stretch class, you feel a lot more open, a lot looser. Taking about 5 more breaths here. And then lifting the chest all the way up, nice and slowly, twisting over that back right shoulder. Left hand is going to catch onto the right knee, and then right fingertips go behind you. So you're now facing the opposite direction towards the back of the room. Maybe you can even go further. So use that left hand super strong. We're just going to hold it here for 3 breaths. Left hand is the one that leads the twist. Grab the leg, look over that right shoulder. And then release, switching sides, extend the right leg, bend into the left. Same as what you did before. So right elbow down, head into the right hand. Left hand rests on the thigh. If you want to take it further, reach the elbow further or drop the elbow down inside the leg. So it's nothing too crazy. It shouldn't feel too intense, but that's the beauty of some of these stretches. The longer you hold them, the more intense they're going to feel. And it's up to you to try and find that control to hold the pose, not to move, not to fidget, not to come out. Keeping that right leg nice and straight. You might even flex into the right foot. Letting the head fully rest into the hand. And again, option to always close the eyes. Holding it here for 5 breaths. Rising up, lifting the chest up, twisting to the left. So right hand catches the left thigh. Left fingertips reach to the back of the mat and then look over that left shoulder. So you can be nice and passive in this one, or you can be really active and push the right hand into that left leg just for 3 breaths. See how far you can take the gaze over the back shoulder. See how far you can twist the belly. Lovely. And then release. Cross the legs, come into a tabletop position. Plant the palms down, knees hip distance, hands go hip distance. We're going to take a reach up with our right hand into the sky. On an exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left and drop the right shoulder, the right side of the head down. 2 more of those. Big inhale, reach the arm up to the sky. And then exhale, thread it under, shoulder down. 1 more, inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, thread the right arm under and hold it here. Option to wrap the left hand around the back to find the right hip or thigh. And then third option, you can extend that left leg, lift the left knee off the floor, tuck the left toes under and push that heel away. So you're just balancing on the right side of the body. So your twist, the eyes can look towards the right thumb. If you want to increase the twist, you can see if you can look up to the sky. And then just hold it there for 3. For 2. For 1. Come back to your tabletop position. Stepping that right leg forward, coming into a low lunge. So keep the back knee down onto the floor. Palms together towards the heart center. Right leg forward, left leg back. Keeping the hands together in a prayer, but cross the left elbow over the right thigh. So the first thing that we tend to do in this pose is to dump the belly down to the thigh and take a nice little chill. What I want you to do is push the palms together. See if you can get the thumbs towards either the right breastbone or towards the center of the chest. And then lean the head back. If you want more, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee off the floor. Other way, Sam, twist into the right. Yeah, that's gonna feel a little bit more intense. Hold it there for 2. For 1. And then release. Back to your tabletop position, step the right leg back. Same on the opposite side. So left arm, is gonna reach nice and high. Thread it under the right arm on your exhale. 2 more. Inhale, big stretch, open the chest. Exhale, thread it under, shoulder down. Last one. Inhale. And then exhale, shoulder down. Option to wrap the right arm around the back. Find the left hip or thigh. Again, third option, you can extend the right leg back. So lift the knee, tuck the toes, and push the heel away. That's if you want to tap into the hamstrings and have a play with the balance. If you feel comfortable on the shoulder, on the head, then take the eyes up towards the ceiling. Take one more breath. And then release back to your tabletop position. Step the left leg forward, low lunge. Palms together to the center. Keep left knee above the left ankle. And then cross that right elbow over. Watch out for that knee coming back. If you want to go deep in that lunge, keep the knee in line with the ankle. Option to lift the back knee if you feel like the balance is all good. And then lean the head back. So you're pulling the head over to the right, away from the fingers. Hold it in whatever position that you've got, just for 2. For 1. And then release. Plant the palms on the floor, step the left leg forward. Sorry, the right leg forward. God, left and right is so difficult today. Sway the arms from side to side. Maybe just have a little bend and straighten into the legs, tapping into the hamstrings. Awesome. And then when you're ready, rise all the way up, come up to a standing position. So we're going to take our legs wide into a wide-legged forward fold. So nice straight legs, but we do want to reach one hand down to the floor. So if to get one hand down to the floor, you need to bend the legs slightly, then by all means. So hands onto the waist, big breath in. We're going to go left hand down to the floor first of all. So it could be fingertips or palms. Right arm is going to wrap around the back. See if you can find your left hip or your left thigh. You can open the legs as wide as you need to get the hand to the earth. You can bend the legs as much as you need to as well. Look over that top right shoulder. Those of you who want to go further, see if that left hand can catch your right shin or your right calf. So cross it over and then intensify that twist by looking up towards the sky. Switch inside straight away, right hand down, left arm reaches around the back. Look over the left shoulder. And then option for right hand to catch shin or to catch calf on the left side. Look up to the sky. Seeing if you can straighten out the legs. Take the weight forward into the tips of the toes so you get a nice stretch on the hamstrings as well. And then release. Rise all the way up and then bring the feet together, top of the mat, if you have a mat. So one little balancing pause before we go down onto the floor. Lifting the right leg, squeezing the right leg towards the body. So wrap the hands around the right shin. You're just going to hold it here for a moment, find a really good gazing point in front. And then we're going to cross our arms. So you're going to keep the left hand on the right shin. And then that right arm is going to reach towards the back of your room. If your balance is okay, also take the gaze over that back right shoulder. Keeping that right thigh close to the belly. Right arm reaches back as if someone's pulling your right fingertips to the back of the mat, back of the room. Just hold it there for 2. For 1. And then release. Drop the right leg down. Same on the left. Lift the left leg up. Find a gazing point in front. Catch the shin with the right hand. Left arm reaches back, so you're opening up the chest to the left. Option to then take the eyes over to the left or maybe even to the back of the room. So finding that standing twist. Push into the standing leg. So to find that balance, squeeze the quad in that standing leg, push the heel down. And keep the gaze. We're going to hold it here for another 2. For 1. And then release. Drop it down. Dropping down into a little squat. So I want the big toes together to touch. Heels lifted off the floor. And then sit down onto your heels. If it's too intense for feet together, by all means have them hip distance. But I want lots of weight on the toes. So getting a nice toe stretch as well. From here, I want you to cross the left arm over the right thigh. So it's as if you're trying to reach both of your hands over to the right. So big cross of the left arm over. Maybe it's just one hand down. Maybe you can get both. And then you're going to look over that back right shoulder. See if you can keep the knees glued in together. So get rid of that little gap. Yeah, nice. Eyes over the right shoulder. And you're going to hold it there for 3. Keep the heels lifted so the heels are in line with the balls of the feet. For 2. For 1. And then release. Take a nice little forward fold. Straighten the legs, let the arms dangle. We're going to take the same on the opposite side. So bend into the legs again. Crossing right arm over the legs, twisting over to the left. See if you can reach both sets of fingertips down to the earth. Eyes over the left shoulder. Yeah, it might be a little intense on the toes. See if you can keep it there. Just for 3. Push the back of that right arm into the side of that left leg. If you want more of that twist. For 2. For 1. And then release. Take another forward fold, straighten the legs, give the toes a little wiggle. And then rolling all the way down into a seated position. Extending your left leg. We're going to bend into the right leg, so have the right leg bent. So the sole of the foot is on the floor, and we're going to twist over to the right. So right fingertips behind you. You can go nice and easy if you want. You can take hand on the outside edge of the leg. If you want to go a little further, you can hook the elbow over. Your choice. So keeping the sole of that right foot down, flex into the left foot. So we're going to hold it here for about 5 breaths. Eyes over the right shoulder. Keeping that knee through center. So the arm's going to want to push the knee away, but then push the knee back into the arm. Hold it for 2. For 1. And then come back through center. So drop the right knee down. So similar to what we did at the beginning, sole of the right foot inside the left thigh. But this time you're going to take your left hand, place it onto the right thigh, and then the right arm is going to reach up and over. So imagine this pose could be nice and easy, or I use this left hand to pull and twist my torso around and then to reach. So this left arm is super active. So when you're ready, left hand to the right thigh, and then reach the right fingertips forwards. Drop that right knee down to the floor. Yeah. See if you can catch left hand on right thigh rather than right shin. Taking a look underneath your armpit. See if you can get that top arm so it's parallel to that extended left leg. Yes, just hold it there for 3. Stacking that top shoulder on top of the bottom. Look towards the ceiling for 2. And for 1. Rise all the way up. Switch the legs. Right leg extends. Left leg bends. So our first twist again. Take the left fingertips behind. Place right hand on leg. Or again, hook the elbow over so you go a little bit deeper. So those of you who are pushing that knee in, make sure you push the knee out so you don't want it buckling in towards the body. Eyes over the left shoulder. For 3. For 2. For 1. And then release through center. Drop that left knee down to the floor. Right hand catches top of left thigh, and then the left arm reaches all the way up and over. Look underneath the left armpit. Try and find as much of a twist as you can, a reach forward. As if one day that top left hand will be in line with that right foot. Yeah, use that right hand as much as you need to grip, to intensify the twist. Just for 3 more breaths. And then release. Rise all the way up. And then roll back down onto your backs. Soles of the feet on the floor. Open the arms out to the side. Cross right leg over the left. So same as what we did at the beginning. Let the knees fall over to the left. This time, if you want to add a little bit of extra pressure, left hand catches the top of the leg. Add a little bit of extra weight. Push the knee down towards the floor. And maybe you take the eyes over that right shoulder to look towards the right thumb. Bring the body back through center. Unravel, then take it over to the opposite side. Left leg over right. Drop the knees to the right. Use the right hand to intensify the twist. And then maybe you gaze over the left shoulder. Bring in the legs towards the belly. Rock the body from side to side, squeezing the legs in. So one last pause, dropping the sole of the left foot down towards the earth. You're going to catch a hold of the outside edge of the right foot with the left hand. So opposite hand, opposite leg. From here, see if you can slide the left leg down so it's nice and straight. Open the right arm up. You're going to see if you can take that right foot all the way over to the left. So it's just like your reclined twist, but the left leg is extended. If it's too intense with the right leg straight, bend it and then take the right leg over. So for another twist, eyes over the right shoulder. Left leg is nice and long. See if you can get that right knee if it's bent, or right foot if the leg's extended, over to the floor. And then bring it back through center. Extend the right leg, switching sides. Catch the left knee with the right hand, or if you're going left foot with the right hand, take it all the way over to the right. Eyes over the left. Lots of rights and left today, I'm sorry. A little game of Twister. Bringing the legs back through center, hug them into the chest nice and tight. Take 2 or 3 rolls up and down on your back, using the floor to gently massage the spine until we all eventually meet in a seated position. Cross the legs, closing the eyes, hands either on the thighs, the knees, wherever they fall. So we're going to take 3 nice breaths to close. Inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. And then exhale, drop them down. Inhale through the nose, lift the shoulders up. Out through the mouth, exhale. One more inhale. And big exhale. Holding it here just for a moment. Noticing any differences in your body in comparison to the start of the class. Hope you feel a little calmer, a little more relaxed, and definitely a little bit more flexible. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. You're all awesome. Namaste.